I can't believe I'm going to say this. I can't believe I'm going to say this. But it's official. Pepe is worse than Grammy. There, I said it. Are you freaking happy now? Just go to the intro. Hey guys, Winterspawn27 here, bringing you Bleach, chapter 596, Rubb-Dolls 3. So the chapter begins with Kensei and Rose showing up, who are still zombies, as Shuei tries to attack Kensei right behind him using Zenbonzakura. Why is he not using Kazeshini? Well, he either dropped it or decided to use Zenbonzakura because they get along better. I don't know. Either way, it'd be futile in the end because Kensei appears right at his side, punches him, and then grabs his collar and slams him onto the ground. Okay, is it just me, or is it whenever a captain becomes zombified, they become cooler? Also, Shuhei's out of commission. Yeah. Hey, remember the time when Shuei used to be cool? You know, releasing Shikai for the very first time when he fought against Findor, one of Barigon's Fracciones? Or that time he stabbed Kaname right through the head when he unleashed his Resurrection? Or that one time where it was led to believe that he had Bankai, yet we've never seen him use it like ever? Now look at him. Final arc in the Bleach series, after a 17-month time skip, and he got his ass kicked 3 times. Twice by Masked Masculine. You know, I never hated Shuhei or anything. He may not be one of my favorite characters, but this is getting really sad. Anyway, Kensei picks up Byakuya's Zanpakuto and hands it back to him, confirming that him and Rose are now on their side. And then Mayuri shows up, which confirms that whatever the hell happened with Giselle and the zombies, yeah, that was skipped. But at least Kubo was kind enough to show us what happened in a flashback. Sadly, their individual fights were skipped, which has confirmed that Dordoni and Truchi defeated them. Now, at first I was going to say that these guys sucked worse than they were alive, but it was revealed later on that they were inflicted upon the same drug that was used on Toshiro. So I'm gonna let that slide for now. So how were they infected by the drug? Well, apparently Mayuri injected the drugs into the Ronkar's blood systems. During their fights, which we didn't really get to see, they came in contact with their blood, which was how they were infected by the drugs. So that would explain how Toshiro came in contact with the drug, because when he slashed at Charlotte, the blood must have came onto him, and that was how he got infected. Also, the drug wouldn't work on Mayuri because he is immune to it. But there is one other zombie that did not appear, and that is Rangiku. What happened to her? Did she also lose to Lupi? I'm going to assume that Rangiku was also injected with that same mysterious antidote. And speaking of that antidote, Mayuri also injects it into Kensei and Rose. And it seems that Mayuri has also learned more about Giselle's zombification abilities. The zombification depends on the subject's Reiatsu. If the subject's Reiatsu is low, then the zombification will occur the moment a single drop of blood reaches their brain. However, if the Reiatsu of the subject is high, the blood has to invade their system in order to diffuse at the heart and spread throughout their entire body before the zombification process can be complete. Which is why subjects with high Reiatsu have their skin color turned into a slight reddish-black hue. And as for Giselle, well, he was hiding behind a rock watching all this whole time. We also learn more about the mystery antidote that Mayuri created. What the antidote does is that it can change the fundamental composition of the blood. Since Mayuri has blood samples of every single member in the Serite at his disposal, he used the blood samples as a base substance to develop the antidote that will replace all other bloods with the bloods that he's developed, which could mean that he injected every single captain and of course Rangiku with their own blood in a way. However, Giselle doesn't really understand the scientific mumbo jumbo, so Mayuri just cuts to the chase. By using this drug, your zombies will become my zombies. Thank you for your time. Game over, zombie girl. Wait a minute, did Mayuri just call Giselle a girl? Okay, seriously, which one is it? Is Giselle a boy or a girl? I mean, we had Yumichika calling Giselle a boy, and then we have Mayuri now calling Giselle a girl. Is Giselle a boy or a girl? Are we ever gonna know that? I don't know. Anyway, Zombie Kensei stabs Giselle right through the heart with his zanpakuto, but I'm calling it right now, Giselle is not dead because we've seen her or him getting more serious wounds and Giselle was still alive. So either I'm wrong and Giselle really is dead, or Giselle is alive but she's being guarded by Toshiro, Rangiku, and the Arankars, which probably would explain why they're not with Mayuri. After the flashback, Byakuya didn't agree with his methods, saying that he should have mercifully killed them instead. However, Mayuri's opinion was different. He believes that protecting the Seirete until they draw their last breaths is actually the deepest desire of any in the 13 court guard squads. Suddenly, Kensei gets hit by one of Pepe's love's kiss as he returns after getting kicked in the face in the previous chapter. According to Pepe, even Giselle's zombies can fall under the power of his love. He even managed to captivate countless numbers of zombies in the past. And then this happens.
Falcon Punch!
Boom! Right in the face. So how is it that Zombie Kensei is not falling under Pepe's love? Well, according to Mayuri, since they are no longer Giselle's zombies, they're his zombies, and his zombies don't know the meaning of love.
Oh no!
Sorry, I couldn't resist. So after that barrage of punches courtesy of Zombie Kensei, Pepe gets knocked into the nearest building, is really pissed off at these quote-unquote loveless bastards, but there's someone right behind him who doesn't look very happy. I'm going to kill you. Yep, Liltotto is back, and judging from that one bruise that she got in the previous chapter, it seems that she's dealt with Menanas very quickly. What did she do to her, and where is Menanas now? Well, we really have no idea, but we could probably assume that she killed her by eating her. That would be kind of messed up, but yeah, she's not very happy with Pepe right now, and that is where the chapter ends. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 596. What did I think? Honestly, I thought this chapter was a bit better than the previous two, mostly because Pepe gets his ass kicked. And I gotta be honest here, the whole Stern Reacher L, the love, yeah, he's kinda useless now. I thought Pepe was going to have more of an impact during this invasion, especially when in the previous one he manipulated Jidambo to attack Squad 12. And granted, his whole concept of love was better than Zomari's, but at the end of the day, he's useless. Hell, even Grammy, a Stern Reacher that I don't like, who poorly uses the power of imagination, had more of an impact than this guy. I will give kudos to Mayuri for being the top mad scientist that he is right now, even though personally he's not my favorite character. You can't help but be really intrigued by his experiments. While I was kind of pissed that we didn't get to see Zombie Kensei and Zombie Rose's fight against the Arankars, I am grateful that Kubo added at least a flashback to show us what happened with Mayuri and with Giselle. I'm also glad that we got an explanation of what that mysterious antidote that he injected into Toshiro, Kensei, and Rose. But does this mean that they're permanently Mayuri zombies? Or can Mayuri change them back to normal? Maybe he can, but I think he wants to at least use them for a little while longer. But then again, from what I've heard, Kensei and Rose might really be dead, so if they do go back to normal, they might stay dead. As for Toshiro and Rangiku, well, we don't know about them either. So what's gonna happen next week? Well, I think Liltotto is going to turn on Pepe, and honestly, I don't blame her. I mean, he wanted to hog all the credit and glory on killing the Shinigami by forcing one of her comrades to fight against her. So I'm gonna root for her, but at this point it doesn't matter to me if Liltotto, Byakuya, Kensei, Rose, or Mayuri kills him, because Pepe sucks. And unless he has a trick up his sleeve, or in this case his diaper, I want him gone, so that we can move on to something else. So overall, even though this chapter was better than the previous two, I still think this chapter was okay. So tell me guys, what are your thoughts on this week's chapter of Bleach? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What do you think Liltotto is going to do to Pepe? What are your thoughts on Mayuri's cure for the zombification? What are your thoughts on Mayuri making Kensei and Rose his zombies? And do you think this is the last we'll see of Giselle? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you like it and subscribe to more videos videos, and be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 596. I'm Lunar Spawn 27, and I will see you guys later. Bye.